let's begin with these tiny flowers. So for this, you'll need 2 colors, or I guess you can use the same color if you want to. But for this tutorial, we'll be using this yellow for the center and this lavender for the petals. So look for a pen. You probably have one lying around. A small, like a regular sized pen, like this. This one is a bit girthier than this one. So what you should be looking for is something with an even circumference, like this. So to start, take the pen in your non-dominant hand and choose the end with a more even surface. So I'm choosing this one, and let that face your dominant hand. Leave a whole finger's length of pipe cleaner. So then we'll start here and start wrapping that around the end of your pen 6 times. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is what it looks like at the moment. And then bunch that together and twist the ends twice, like that. And then you can remove the pen gently. So you have something that looks like this, right? Take this longer end and put that through the hole, like so. And then twist that again, twice, like that. Now you have something that looks like this. And then I will just twist them together and point them down. So you have something that looks like that, and then start separating the petals like this. So you'll have something that looks like this. Okay, so let's make that as even as we can manage, and then push down the tail towards the bottom here so that you'll have something that looks like this. And this is where the ends are. Once you are happy with the alignment of your petals, squish the petals gently. But not super flat. Just squish them, maybe halfway, like that. And then you can start twisting the petals onto their side, like so. Okay, so this is what we have at the moment, and take the time to kind of mold the petals in the way that you want them to look. Let's say you don't want the holes here, you can just squish the petals together, then you're gonna have something that looks like this, right? So let's do that now. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. And then take your other pipe cleaner and roll the tip onto itself. So essentially you're making kind of like a circle, like that. And then I'll make a small one because I don't want such a big center for my flower. So I'll stop here. I rolled it maybe twice. Depends on what you want your center to look like. Once you're done rolling, just point the tail downwards so that it looks like this. And then insert the end into your flower in the middle. So it can take some time to look for the center. So there we are, and pull all the way through. And now you'll have something that looks like this. So to secure this, just twist the ends together like so. And just move that around. If you want to glue it, you can do so, but I am happy with this. So then you cut the end. I'm gonna leave about 2 centimeters extra. Now we have a little flower. And to attach that to your canvas, you can just pick a spot and put that through like that. And then bend it at the back like so. And if you want to, you can glue this like that. And this will then be secured when you proceed to do your backing, like so. Plus, you're going to put the felt there, so don't worry about the tail of your flower. There, cute. Okay, so we're done with this one. Now we're going to make a mini tulip, like this one. And you also only need 2 pipe cleaners. To make this mini tulip, we need green, some kind of green, and this violet for this example. And find a bigger pen like this one. This is a Sharpie. So compared to our first one, this is a teeny bit bigger. So if you don't have anything like this that's bigger than a pen, you can use the end of your latch hook and just adjust the petals later on. Essentially, we're doing similar steps to this, except we're shaping the petals to stand, like this one. Okay, so let's do that. To begin, I take maybe like a length until the knuckle, and then I hold my marker with my non-dominant hand, just like the first technique, and then wrap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I do the same and twist the ends here, like so, and take that out. And then you can secure the ends by putting it into the hole and twisting like that. So you have something that looks like this now. And like earlier, push the tail down so that you have something that looks like that. And then start forming the petals into a circle like this. And then press the petals down. I press this a bit firmer than the first flower. So then you'll have something that looks like this once you've pressed down the petals. And then twist the petals just like the first technique. And then I use my finger to kind of build a cup of petals like that, so that we have the general shape of our tulip down. Let's refine that later. Let's do the center first. So just like the first flower, roll this a little bit. I only roll once in this case, so that it doesn't stick out of the petals. So it looks like that in the center, right? And then take the end of your green pipe cleaner and put that through the center of your tulip. It's going to be a bit difficult to find the center, but we will manage. Okay, so let's find the center now. And there we go. Now you can shape your tulip into its final look. And here's your tulip. this is how we're going to make these leaves here. Hold it maybe 2.5 centimeters down or 1 inch and fold your leaf as big as you want it to be, like this maybe, and then twist twice, like so. We can shape that later, don't worry about it. And then do the same here. I want a bigger leaf so that there's some variety, and twist twice to secure. Like that. And you can take the time to shape. You can lock this by twisting them together at the base, or you can go over and under and twist them together. Here we have your tulip. And just like the previous flower, you can attach that to your canvas, let's say, by picking a spot and pulling it through to the back and just bending it. And in the same way, you can just glue that down, or you can wait until you are doing the backing, in which case that will be secure anyway.